Capricorn begins with the need for a direction and is quietly anxious to get started. However, the native has the control to lay plans carefully, even at a young age. He will not be demonstrative or overtly affectionate, but he will take great satisfaction from being close to home. There is a heavy, serious quality which is felt at a very young age, for the young goat is already formulating the outline of his life, knowing he will climb, trying to determine which mountain it will be and what he will require, plus the best way to get where he wants to go. The tendency is to mature quickly and to suffer in silence. The native is orderly, organized, and invests rather than passes time. It sometimes seems, in truth, that youth is wasted on this youngster, because he identifies more with the adult world than with the young one. He will do things thoroughly, and it's wise to let him proceed on his own tempo.
In the second season, Capricorn begins the ascent, carefully concealing his intentions, translating everything into terms of personal ambition, planning and plodding, skillfully utilizing anything and anyone, suspicious of innovation, and focusing only on the proven. But because he only sees things and people in personal terms, he never really sees them. And this space leaves him vulnerable to those who are watchful and imaginative. He also fails to understand that old steps and stones may have been used once too often and will give way under his weight.
In his third season, the goat who has learned his lessons well realizes that too much ambition can be as ineffective as none at all. With a greater respect for innovation and a modified conservatism, he assumes his position behind the scenes, a gray eminence who moves the pieces and gains power, using it wisely and responsibly. He'll follow every move, and the situation will never get out of hand. Capricorn will always be on top of what's happening. It's the goat's natural position.
In his last season, the goat, who has been too busy climbing to enjoy the scenery, decides to see what he's been missing. The long postponed pleasures are brought into focus, and the blinders of ambition are lowered. It is then the native relaxes sufficiently to taste the fruits of his labor and to appreciate those he loves. For Capricorn, men and women alike, to become is to rise, and they know the fulfillment of starting out to improve themselves and their lives and succeeding.